Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbold breaking through defenders. But he's got some space here.
How about that for the first play? That's great blocking by this return unit, and the returner was able to weave his way for a big play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. It'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking right. This one caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First and 10 play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The short completion to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And that run produces a decent gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to chuck it again. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a quick grab. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Automatic on the PAT.
Miami, 3.
Bringing it out, it's Reinbolt. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time.
First and 10.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The back's got it. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have in this running back position.
And the Canes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
looking to throw it from the red zone. Taking a shot here. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here,
can he reach the end zone? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. So with play on pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And here's the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
He'll ride the back again here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Makes a quick catch. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They attacked the deep middle of this defense, Kirk. Come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. situation coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
14, Miami, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbolt. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offense coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? the sophomore making an impact play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
For the sack on first down, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. No press here. The defense backing away. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the second half going. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense takes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. It's intercepted. Moved across his body. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Keeping it on the ground here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They're going to run it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. We'll hand it off. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Handoff running right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there, but give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Quarterback operating an empty set. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Inside the 10. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Reinbold. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He stays alive. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. That's an illegal forward pass. It'll cost him 5 yards. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They'll kick it away here. Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
That's a design quarterback keeper. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. He'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
Field goal try, no good. The lead remains at 11 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. So, second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
Yeah, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Will he score here? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
28, Miami, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbold. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Canes come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
Texas, 28, Miami, 10.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Receiver in motion now. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the Canes are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And the receiver's got it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Here's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. And the single back takes the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
Brings up second and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he gets in for the 2 points, making this a 10-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Catch made on the out route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Defense not pressing this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that catch is hauled in. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, they're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Bringing it out, it's Reinbold. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The returner heads out of bounds. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gain. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense makes their way on the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Finding space at the 20. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Here comes the point after attempt.
with the carry. The kicker on for an extra point.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas 42, Miami 24.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbold. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over. First and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Second down play coming up. And it's a kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.